happen right now.
Is there anything you can share on the rumors as far as you facing Danny Garcia? I know nothing's official.
I mean, if you keep up with media, everybody spread out like if it was already a done deal, and it really wasn't. In fact, I actually texted the reporter who broke news, and I texted him exactly what agreement did I do, because I don't even know what you're talking about. What terms did I agree on? I don't even know. Maybe you know something I don't know. and that's exactly the truth. I have no terms, no agreement, no nothing. A few months back, it was brought up to my attention if I would be interested in a potential fight with Danny, if that's something that would interest me. Sure, it interests me, just like it interests me right now. But that was it. There was never any discussion along the dates or venues or network or anything like that. So I don't know where all the other rumors come from, but it happens sometimes in boxing, the media. It's all right. We'll look forward to working on something like that if it's available.
Do you feel like going forward it's necessary for you to fight on pay-per-view now that you kind of got introduced to that and we've seen you on pay-per-view?
It's not necessary, but if the right opponent's in front of me, I think it makes sense. Because also my opponents also are expecting a bigger payday just because they feel that, oh well, if Mikey just did a pay-per-view and he did so well, we should be getting paid so much. The network can only pay X amount guarantee. If anything after that budget, then you are forced to do pay-per-view. So it might lead to a pay-per-view for the right opponent. If it's not the right opponent and he's not trying to get overpaid, then we don't have to do pay-per-view. I mean, it's not something that's a necessary thing. But with the right opponents, I think pay-per-view makes sense because everybody is at that level now. If my opponent's at that level, then we could definitely probably push for pay-per-view if it makes better sense.
Last one for me, real quick. Is Eddie Hearn still trying to sign you? Is Eddie Hearn still trying to sign you?
He's always reaching out once in a while. We've had a few conversations. He's never proposed an official offer like that. He's thrown out some figures regarding potential fights just to compare and see if I'm able to go in that direction. I mean, all I did is I tell him, look, if I'm still saying no, if I'm not taking your deal, then you know what I'm doing. Without me telling you the numbers that I'm making, I'll tell you, in a different way. I got something good going on over here. So that's all it is. But I mean, he's a cool guy. The times that I've met with him and talked to him, very straightforward, down to business. Tells me exactly what he feels is good and what I should be able to do. But there's never been that official offer for multiple fight or anything like that. It's just conversations.
Jose Ramirez, he wins all the belts at 140. Would you fight him or no?
I think I'm gonna ask him to vacate some belts for me. we wouldn't fight each other. We wouldn't fight each other.
Of course not.
I would just ask him, hey bro, please vacate one of them belts. vacate one of them belts so I can pick one up. Nah, I mean, as long as he's in the team, we would never fight each other. Other occasions already have happened where we have multiple champions in the same division, in the same gym, and we just don't fight each other. Lovano was champion when I was a contender. I didn't go after his title. Then it was me and Mexican Gradovic, Mexican Russian, and Nonito and Cuellar, but we were on the same gym, so we were never gonna fight each other. So I mean, it's just we're family once we're in the gym. If he leaves the gym or if one of the fighters leave the gym, that's a different story. But as long as we're together in the same gym, no, we wouldn't.
Mikey, I'm sure you talked about this a bunch, but what was your reaction, man, when Andy Ruiz won the heavyweight championship?
I was the only one jumping up and down. I was the only one cheering for him, man. Everybody around me was all sad and all bummed out about Joshua getting stopped, but I was the only one cheering for my boy. I went out. He's a great guy. I met him years, when we were still both at Top Rank. So, quiet guy, very very cool guy, humble. His dad, I met him there. And so it was nice to be able to surprise the world like that. His life turned, a full 360 and shot straight to the top, and that's amazing. Well deserved for him. It was a terrific night. It was a great fight, and coming from a knockdown makes it even bigger for him. So I was very happy for him. I saw him in the back.
What was that you said to him before he got into the ring?
See, he was in the locker room, and some reporters were there, and they asked him, how does it feel to fight at Madison Square Garden? And he says, wow, I'm very excited. You know, I'm a little nervous. It's my first time at Madison Square Garden. It's my first time in New York, period. And oh my God, it's the first time with this big event. And I kind of butted in. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, you got to relax. You got to know that inside that ring, it's the same 4 ropes and the same 4 corners. Different guy, but you've already done this all your life. You know what it takes. You've been in the gym. You've trained for this specific night. You just got to get in there and execute. Forget about what the media says. Forget about what the promotion says. Forget about what the odds and the critics. Forget about that. You know what you got to do, and you can definitely do it. You know, you believe in yourself, you can do it. You got the power, you got the hand speed to do it. He's vulnerable. On paper, he looks like to be like the better fighter, the height, the reach, a little more polished, all the titles, accolades. But he's vulnerable. People would forget that every time he gets in exchanges, he gets caught. He's been dropped. He's been hurt. And if others have hurt him, you can't do it. Of course you can. You just got to do it. And so, I mean, I don't know if that might have lifted his spirit up a little bit or not, but that's all I told him. And
You gotta go.
yeah.
Thank you, Mikey.
Hey, Mike.
go.
Appreciate you,
Mike.
brother.
See you guys.
Thank you, man.
See you guys.
Mikey.
Mike, a picture real quick, sir.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.